for us and the family. The old days when I was poor. Well,
In
still
Caswel, where were they?
you what?
Where were they?
On the left-hand side going
the
down.
hill.
Oh, sorry, I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with-
We had Shilly Shally, Dilly Dally, and Willy Wally or something. But the kids loved it, and it was great. You know, can't
Yeah.
complain.
We had family friends from Hereford that my parents knew, and they had a flat in the Redcliffe that they used to Redcliffe Flats. So I used to go there as a kid fairly often.
Yeah, I used to go there when it was just for surf films or in the Redcliffe or in the Caswel.
Oh, come on, Colin. We used to walk over to Caswell if the surf was good enough.
Yeah,
And the tide was
but
in.
that was when they used to have waves, wasn't it? They used to have waves there. Apparently, there's a left that works there now as well.
No, it's I don't know. There's pretty good surf most of the time now. There's a swell, but not good surf, but
Yeah.
surf.
It's a bit of a beach
But that
break.
break on the right on the reef.
Yeah, but it's like a poor version of the shore break, isn't it?
Yeah, shore break. Yeah, but there's a right off the reef on the right hand side.
Mm.
You know, Redcliffe, didn't we, Colin, when it was big, right in the
And
corner.
then when
Big, yeah, Redcliffe was big, and it used to just paddle out the
Very.
crep, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
getting the rep straight out.
yeah, well, and that's still there, but it's not so big now. On the left's on the Redcliffe end, sort of with a big swell, they're 3 or 4 feet, which is big enough.
Yeah, I should rethink what I said as well, because I always used to get pissed in the Caswel Bay on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
So I did go there quite regularly.
Next best thing
Well,
to
we
do.
We used to go to those discos, didn't we?
Yeah.
Redcliffe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there weren't many.
I think Caswell was more for after surf activities, wasn't it? There was never any surf, really.
Yeah, be careful now. We're going to talk about after surf activities.
Yeah, it was a right bugger to get home though, unless you could catch a lift.
Trouble, I can never remember getting to Caswell or getting home, but I can remember being there.
Mm.
Yeah.
I was driving. But, yeah.
For some reason, tartan bitter always springs to mind when I think of
Watney's
Ooh.
Red Ale.
What these red barrel?
the red barrel.
Barrel.
These red barrel and tartan bitter.
Strong. Oh,
God, we used to
Did
drink some
drink
shit
some-
in those days, didn't we?
We did drink some crap in those days.
Worthington, like, was it?
And like today, when we drinking good, honest stuff, like Madry.
And we pay a bloody fortune
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah,
What did you drink? Oh, you drinking a Beaufort? It was.
Croydon or somewhere, or Watford.
Huh?
There's a beer called Madry Con.
Oh,
It's ridiculously expensive. It's just basically a light beer or lager, and it's about £1 more than everything
Is that a
else.
Spanish one, Mike?
Yeah, it's supposed to be from Madrid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's a maiden license somewhere else.
it's a nice enough drink.
is it more stronger or anything?
I think it is a bit stronger. I don't think Biscuit's the expert. He drinks a lot more than me. But I think it's not as strong as Stella.
All right, it's pissed.
A bit stronger than the other lagers. Certainly stronger than Carlin or the other one.
Yeah.
But
Going back a while ago, we went for a trip up to up to the potteries of Stafford and to the Bass breweries, and they don't make brew anything up anymore because they've been taken over by Coors, and they were telling us that Coors Lager for UK comes over in containers dry. It's powder form.
yeah.
Oh, God.
Brewed and dried in the States and brought over in powder form and then reconstituted and fucked about with and
It's like everything else, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it is powder. It's just powdered sort of something to start with, isn't it? Whether it's hops or not.
I would prefer Coors to Carlin, to be honest.
But they never made what they said. Like I remember Budweiser used to be in by Chiswick somewhere. I can't remember. Yeah, Chiswick.
I think they said when it first came out that when it first came here that it was the same strength as Stella, but they couldn't compete with Stella, so they made it then the same strength as Carlin, and I think it's as good, if not better.
Bud's all right, yeah, but it was, yeah, as you say,
I
original,
think
the original Bud. Yeah?
didn't they bring all the strengths down to meet with the European market or something? If I remember, the strength of beers. That's where the little craft sort of breweries started springing up.
Yeah,
But
I'm not sure why, but
Of course, a lot of us were spoilt when we were younger because we used to have the Osborne back bar, which used to have Skull Special.
Skull Special, yeah.
It was devastatingly good brain, bloody hell.
what
And
was the
draft,
barman there?
draft
Like not Buzz.
Huh?
What was the barman? He was there for ages.
Radar.
Radar, that's it. Yeah, I was thinking Buzz Aldrin for some reason. I don't know why.
No,
Yeah.
Radar. He'd have a pint on a bar for you, and you'd be, be walking about the mumbles like you'd have a pint on a bar for you ready.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, again, it's not somewhere I frequented much because it was just too much of a sort of journey to get there.
Oh, I was living just opposite.
Yeah, well, that was your local, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't have much joy if you lived down there finding a local now. You'd have to come back into Mumbles.
Bloody hell, yeah. So
The nearest pub would be probably the Vic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And there's nothing in between, really.
Mm. Imagine, we went through the culture shocks, really, of the big one was when it shut down the Osborne. And okay, then so we sort of re-established the Langland Bay then. We invaded the Langland Bay and got all that nice and tidy, and it was stellar and everything. It was great. And they knocked it down. So we're all, for about 3 or 4 weeks, the people walking around, aimlessly walking around like.
Well, yeah. I mean, but there was generally a pub crawl, wasn't there? And people would end up in one place or the other, whether it be the White Rose or the Newton or the
Rock,
Oak, whatever.
Yeah.
Used to end up somewhere, didn't they?
Yeah.
We were reminiscing about the White Rose the other day, and we were in there saying about where the bar was and how it was always so packed.
Yeah.
It's very different.
Was it packed because it was like a railway carriage?
Well, yeah.
Was it packed because there was a lot of people there?
Yeah. I mean, well, a lot of the pubs were small then as well, wasn't it? Like the Nag's Heads around the corner was small, quite a small pub.
Mm.
Even the Park was quite a small pub then. It had quite a small bar and it had a smoke room then, didn't it? Or lounge, whatever you used to call it. But the pubs weren't very big, were they, generally?
Mm.
I'm trying to think what other pubs were around.
You think
the Vic is still small.
the Park as well? That's just.
Yeah, there was one room, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Park's gone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's still sort of there, but the brewery still got it. They still own it, but they're not doing anything with it. I think they did. There was a meeting about it, and they did offer a price, but the price was so much they'd never ever sort of survive paying the rent that they wanted for it.
Oh.
It was going to be they were considering turning into like a community pub, but they wanted so much for it. The sale price was ridiculous, and the rental price was even more ridiculous.
Yeah.
The trouble is the breweries, and it was Bass Charrington originally who owned most of these pubs, put these conditions on them, and you couldn't buy it and make any money because you were tied to the brewing. That's tied into the lease. They could charge what they wanted to for the lease, and the whole thing is just a farce. They just wanted to close them down.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
breweries
Make the money.
Yeah. Well, the pub, like, look at the two new ones. I think are closed now, aren't they? Is it? No, what's the one in Southend? Crow beer. Crow. What's it called? Is it called beer? Welsh for beer? Croy something or other. I forget now. That's closed, and there's another one called, I think, Moore. It's closed as well.
That was a little restaurant, wasn't it?
A restaurant bar, yeah. I think that's up for sale. I think it's up for sale. I think the other one is closed down. The one that did all the beer outside. What's Welsh for beer?
I don't know. I tell you now.
It's CRW.
Braff, no?
YW.
Braff.
Braff, yeah, it could be. Croy Braff, is it? Something like that? Anyway. I'm sure it was something like that. It's called CR.
I think it's Braff, because that's what Guru Braff is, isn't it?
Guru, yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was called, the pub, the bar there.
CWRW.
That's it, yeah.
There's too much tax on it. You can buy you can buy a can in the supermarket for £1. You go into the pub and they want £4.50 for it, and you think, well, what's the point? I'll go down and get it, have a
Is it still the case now that beer is cheaper in Bristol than it is in sort of Newport? Didn't they have a tax or something in Wales, but not in England?
don't know.
I remember it was just after COVID. I don't think that's been changed. So you could buy a beer in Bristol was like 50p cheaper than it was in Wales.
I think there are some areas where there's higher levels of alcoholism. Like Scotland charges an extra premium on the alcohol level in whatever you're buying.
Yeah.
Yes, the minimum price per unit or something.
That's
isn't
it.
Something like that, yeah.
We've all taken this thing, that was it the Oasis concert highlighted the fact that the bigger the demand for tickets, the higher the price goes. And, the website is all geared up to work it out. It's not like manual input. The more people trying to buy, the higher it goes. And I went into a pub in Cornwall earlier this year, went in there one day, had a pint of cider, and it was, I don't know, like £5.50. I went in the following day because there was like a regatta on the river, and the same pint was £7.
That's really
Well, that's just all tucking you up.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. But isn't there I seem to remember there was a law, probably still is, that they had to put the prices behind the bar of everything.
Well, they don't. They used to be, but I mean, I thought, well, I got to make a decision. Am I going to pay it, or am I going to walk out and go without?
Oh yeah, no, I don't mean that. I mean that I asked somebody the other day, and I think it was in the Dunvant, and I said, where, have you got a price list for what you sell? Yeah, and she sort of got it up, and it was behind like 4 cans of beer or something, or bottles of wine. And then she showed it to me, but she said it's out of date.
because France they have a price list.
Yeah, I just checked it out now, and all pubs should have a price list in an area accessible by the public.
Yeah,
and must be easily readable.
Yeah. I challenge most of you to find it in most pubs.
Yeah.
It's one of those things because you need to know, because in the past you used to know if a pint was a penny cheaper to somewhere else, didn't you?
Yeah.
You used to go there. Like I know from sometimes we used to go either to St Helens or the badminton or wherever, or the sea beach, whatever, whatever was a bit cheaper.
Yeah.
Or whatever they serve you because you're underage.
No, after 10 pints, you had one free one.
Well, I won't mention any names, but a couple of the pubs in Mumbles used to have lifeboat buttons on a till. They had a different pricing range.
Well, that's fair enough, I think. I mean, if the pilot, for instance, wanted to do that, they could, couldn't they?
Yeah, they didn't, bastards.
The trouble is, if there's a call out, all the lifeboat guys will piss out of their heads.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
well, yeah.
It's like in our club now, we've got like same size as a credit card to get you into the club. Basically, you've got to scan the card to get in, but then you load the card up with money to use instead of cash at the bar. And if you use your card to pay, you get, I think it's something like 4% off whatever you buy behind the bar. But if you've got over 50 quid in your account, you get something like 6% off. So it pays to have more than 50 quid in the card.
Yeah. I think some slightly different in the Brynny, I think they still got the tables where you can serve yourself beer at the table.
Yeah, it was a fashion that came in, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it was in the Brynny the last time I was there, which is probably over a year ago now.
How did you do that?
They
Sorry?
did have it in the Westbourne, didn't they?
No, Westbourne, yeah.
Oh, Westbourne, sorry, not the Brynny. Yeah, Westbourne, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if they've still got it.
I said they did a year ago because I was wondering how they actually cleaned the pipes or anything.
Yeah.
But turns out they just had a canister like the bottom of each one.
Okay.
It didn't sort of come a long way. It was just a small canister. It was like a party 8 type of thing.
Yeah.
I never looked at it.
Yeah, when you look at the tables, they're sort of enclosed underneath.
All right. No,
Yeah.
I've never used them because I think you've got to give your card up at the bar. Well, I think you've got to give your card up at the bar anyway. From what I remember, the last time I was in the Westbourne.
I can't remember how it worked now. There was a reader on the table. You had to do something at the bar, I think, to pay
Yeah,
for it.
yeah,
Then run over and put your glass under it quick.
yeah.
Quite that settled down, folks. It's so fucking loud. Can you hear that?
Yeah, what's she doing? Take
It's
another
like a fucking steam train coming down the fucking road. I did ask for a coffee, yeah, but I didn't ask for a fucking steam train.
It does sound like an actual plane taking off.
It does, doesn't it? Sorry about that. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, hang on. We all make one.
Yeah. Everybody makes some background noise.
Very, very musical. You could put some words to that, Con.
Eh?
You could put some words to it.
Yeah, fucking right. Yeah.
Hey, Colin, before I forget, did you see my emails I sent you?
Huh?
Did you see the emails I sent you?
He sent me emails.
Yeah.
No, I checked my emails for ages. Why?
I sent you some photographs from a very old surfing magazine that I found. I was cleaning out today.
He's obviously not read Messenger either, then, Kev.
No, yeah, but the messages either, no.
I tell you, I've been so occupied the last week or two. This Morgs has been here and everything. All I've been concentrating on is Silver Surfer. I just about finished last week Silver Surfers. Hang on,
I'll
Kev.
forgive you,
I just have a butcher's now. Hang on.
You've probably seen them anyway, but I don't know. Interesting if you haven't.
There we go.
So we're back to a Cockney rhyming slang.
Yeah.
Butcher's hook.
Yeah.
Now we got the welcome through the last 16 of the darts.
Why do I have to open that with?
What are we waiting for?
He's going to look at a picture and he's going to stick it on the screen.
Good one? Shit, man. Oh, that's brilliant. I love that one.
Have you not seen these, Con?
No, I haven't. Wow. But I got them in negative at the moment because I got to open them with a PDF or something.
Is everybody waiting on Tenderhooks now, Con?
He's obviously struggling there.
Hang on a second. So, sure. Hang on. I should be sharing these, shouldn't I? Sorry.
Yeah.
I will share them.
Get the boys out of the suspenders.
Hang on, I've got to find that. All right.
Was this from one of your mags or what, Kev?
Yeah, I was just rooting through some old magazines I had.
Oh.
I don't know where I got it from, but it's quite an old one.
Okay. Yeah. But as you can see, I got them. I don't know why they come out in Pixie there, isn't it?
PJ.
PJ.
I don't know who this is. If you zoom in, you see the
Yeah.
name. But
It
who's
was
this down here, Con?
Huh?
Who's this one down here on the middle left?
That's me, isn't it?
Yeah, it is you.
Oh, good Lord. With Langland board. What?
Who's on the top left? Is that Dave Fry or not?
Hang on. I'll tell you.
Yeah, they're in the right colours, right way around now. Oh, it's gone back to black and white.
Yeah, but
We're back to negative here. Come
oh, it is ridiculous. Looks like me as well.
Yeah, it is you, Con.
Oh, bloody hell, where did these come from then? Oh, I don't know. I'll have to, how do I open that up? How do I open these up? Hang on.
What are you opening up with?
Open with Google Docs or PDF.
Is there Adobe on your computer at all?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't give me.
Adobe Preview should open it up.
I click right on it and I got nothing to open it up with.
There's the right colour on there.
Yeah, well, you should. How do I do that? Oh God.
Hey, mate, get them all sorted for next week, Con.
Yeah, I will do. All right, we won't dwell on that. Okay, I will sort it out. Maybe even for the second half. Why is it sending me in negative then?
No, I've sent you in normal, but it's opening in negatives.
Yeah, but the PDFs.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, can't you send them in like
JPEGs.
PNGs or JPEGs?
Well, I got them to the highest resolution I could, and let's see what have I sent them as? PDFs, haven't I?
All right. Okay, well, I'll have a look at them. I will be able to open them. Even
Yeah.
I'll open them in Photoshop and then.
Yeah, they're all PDFs, high resolution PDFs.
All right. Okay.
Convert them to JPEGs.
I look forward to next week, Con.
Yeah, you lose the resolution then, though, I think. But never mind, give it a whirl.
Nice one, Kev. I'll have a look at them.
Yeah.
You can Photoshop them. Talking of Photoshopping, I see there's somebody, I forget his name, David something, is putting everything now, posting everything in colorized. Have you noticed it? Con?
No.
Yes.
There's been a few on I Love Langland. He's sort of colorized
Don't talk to me about it.
different things, and it looks like a program colorization. If you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
well, there are programs that are okay, but there are programs that are not okay, and some of them that are not okay are just absolute shit.
I don't know, right? I think I prefer old pictures in black and white when they were taken in black
Yeah,
and white.
there's a lot in it.
Because the colours, they may be right, I don't know, but
But there are ways of colorizing photos and using a cheap old logiciel off anything on the net that you could have in colorized black and white photos, and you got a choice of about 10 or 12 of them. Use most of them are just rubbish, because they can't handle blues.
Anything that says automatically colorize is crap.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if these are or not, but they sort of they do look a bit like that sort of thing. You can tell by the colours are not quite right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've used them, but there are certain ones. I use one that's called Hotspot, and there are intensities that you can color it with, And I use the minimum intensity, then put it into Photoshop, and then bring the colours out with Photoshop, which is a lot better. The results are a lot cleaner and a lot more lifelike.
Yeah, it's like seas always come out Mediterranean blue,
Yeah.
and not like Swansea Bay. The sea there is a nice shade of grey, really, isn't it?
No, it's always been Mediterranean aquamarine. Even on a cloudy day, it's always been blue and sunny.
I've seen it green. I've never really seen it blue. I don't.
Oh, it has been on occasion.
What, blue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seem to remember seeing it blue once.
Depends what colour sunglasses you got on.
Depends on what he took the night before.
Ooh. There was something called blue something, wasn't there?
Blue cheer.
Was it? I wouldn't remember.
Yeah. Blue cheer, yeah, that was a good one as well. Rare over here, it was used to get this in the States, you know. Yeah.
Although I think we've had this conversation before, maybe it was with somebody else. I wonder where all these things have gone now, whether you still get these things that used to be around in the 60s, like close your eyes, ears here, biscuit, things like, like proper grass and things like that. I wonder if they still sort of circulating somewhere, or whether they're all now sort of chemically produced.
No, I think you can get the original sort of type of thing, but now that all the THCs have all been tampered with, and they just to get them more stronger.
Yeah, but that's after they've collected them, presumably, because they must still be when they sort of reap them, they must still be the same, mustn't it?
No, because the plants are different. They tamper with the, what do you call it? Oh, God, my brain is not working. Help me, someone.
DNA.
The DNA, yeah, they tamper with the DNA. Thank you, Kipper.
Right. Oh.
Because you can get some now that are just ridiculously. I remember, not that I smoke at all, but I remember when I was in Denmark, a place called Christianshavn, okay? You go down there and it's legal. Well, it's not legal, but it's sort of legal. So I sort of, I was standing next to someone who was smoking and I accidentally inhaled,
You do?
But the guys there selling joints and stuff, you'd have about 4, 5, 6 different joints which were in variety, which were marked 1, 2, 3, 4, and don't try this if you fucking want to get, if you want to do something, sort of thing, varieties like that. And we had.
If you go, they still do that in what's it called in Amsterdam? The Bulldog.
Yeah.
You can go in there and buy like 1 to 10 strength of stuff.
The guy I was playing with, we were over there as a duo. He said, "Right, tonight I'm going to take you down Christianshavn and give you a treat." So we went down there, and he bought. I didn't have anything to do with it, of course, being the innocent me. He bought it, and we sat down in a cafe. I thought, well, this is cool as fuck, It's like being in Amsterdam, You're sitting down in a cafe and you've got your little joint and everything. So we smoked this joint, and next thing you know, I'm sitting in the chair, I'm like this. Do a thing. It was fabulous. Yeah, don't listen to this, Morgs. Your dad doesn't do these sort of things, okay?
I can't hear anything. I'm blasting metal in my head.
Oh, good, that's all right then.
That's it. As long as she won't be listening to the playback anyway, Con, that's for sure.
She will.
You've got better things to do. Yeah.
Remember that? It was so funny. We just couldn't move, It was ridiculous. Can you imagine smoking that every day? You'd be mad at the end of it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, it's a bit like alcohol in a way, isn't it? It's not necessarily what you have; it's the people you're with sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't actually need it sometimes. You can still
The
sort of
ambiance.
get in that sort of state. I think we've done it a few times playing football where people have been physically crying on sort of trips, but nothing really. You know, just laughing about somebody said something or done something, and you literally sort of it's contagious, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying that. I remember we went to I think that was Amsterdam actually. When we were somewhere in Holland, we were playing football and we got on one of the trams. And we'd been out the night before, and one of the guys sat on the sort of the front because he thought it was more stable. And as we were going along, you could actually see the colour of his face changing. It sort of went white, red, blue, and then really it went green. He looked like sort of, like the Hulk. You could see he was holding everything in. He was holding everything in, and the door opened, and he just headed for the door, and sort of everything came out, sort of thing. But, we thought that was amusing, because then the tram went and left him there, and sort of we were somewhere in the sort of back streets of Denmark. I can't remember Denmark or Holland now. And, we didn't see him for a day. He just went missing. But that's one of the talking points, isn't it? But, some things have to stay on tour. That didn't.
Yeah, right.
That came back to us. I miss them actually, going away with all the lads, sort of thing. You used to go to Benidorm, didn't you, Biscuit?
Yeah, I went to Benidorm a couple of times. Ben Medina with a gang of boys.
Yeah.
Dublin, all over the UK on football tours. Yeah, good times.
Yeah. I'd go now, but I couldn't do the drinking anymore.
No, I'd never be able to cope now.
I
And if I did have a day, I don't think I'd be much good the following day.
No, I'd have to have the next day off if I did that. Yeah, definitely. I mean,
The older you are, the longer the recovery period.
Yeah.
yeah, you're right there. Yeah. Mind you, I tend not to drink too much anyway now. Anyway, if I know when to sort of stop, even with a group of sort of,
I find I get full up.
yeah.
I get full up now. I just can't get any more in before I'm
And
drunk.
the other thing is, the good thing is because you're older, you get to that point where you've got to go to the toilet after every half.
Yeah, that's
Spend more time going back for the toilet.
Yeah,
You spend
that's
most of your
another
time
pain in
walking
the
back
ass,
to the toilet.
isn't it? Yeah, every Friday night I'm up about 3 to 4 times, and then you feel rough on Saturday morning, and then you start thinking, is it worth it? And
I'll
then the
never do it again.
following Friday comes along, and you do it again.
You're looking forward to it then, aren't you?
Yeah, that's like, yeah.
Is your club still open now?
Yeah.
They didn't get rid of it then yet.
Well, no, they're trying to sell. They got a house they're trying to sell. And
Okay.
I reckon that will be the saviour of it.
What club is that, Biscuit?
Sketty Club.
Oh, right, okay.
Because there was a Sketty Park Club. Was it the Working Men's Club? Whatever it was called then.
Yeah, on Sketty Park Estate.
Yeah, because that never reopened, did it? They were talking
No, that's been shut for years now.
Yeah.
I don't know what's there now.
Oh, the spinning wheel, isn't it?
Oh, spinning wheel's still there. That's
Right.
called something in Welsh now. Right?
Yeah, something else now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the chippy's still there as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Not much else is there. Like there's houses on most of the playing fields. The shops are all there. They're just different now to what they used to be.
Yeah.
Because there used to be a newsagent. Was it Parks? Something.
Paris used to be
Paris,
down.
yeah.
Yeah. For not by the spinning wheel, it was further
Further down.
wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
but that's not there anyway. But
No, that's a house now.
yeah,
It was on the corner, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was sort of out by itself, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a strange thing, really, because they had all the shops at the top and just this one newsagent. So
Yeah.
I presume that must have been there when they first done the estate or something, perhaps, and that was the grocery shop. I
Right.
presume. I can't remember now. I seem to remember it said in papers, but that's
From what I remember, that you had the chip shop, which I think has always been there. I think there was a flower shop.
I think that's still there. Or there is a flower shop there.
I think there
Got
was a
Greg's
flower-
there now, isn't
there used to be a bakery there.
And I know there's a chemist, because there's a lot of complaints about it.
he? Yeah. They don't stock enough drugs for the people living on it.
Yeah.